was AWP that he saved. Bolts this time will win towards B. Suppose you have to have Rike going aggressive. And, well, Kusta going to get wall banged through, down to 38 HP, has to back off. No possibility of a trade kill. Oh, peekaboo.
Ethan, this is dangerous. He's not out of the woods yet. He's starting. Oh, what a shot coming in. Henny gets taken out. It's well done, Ethan. Very nearly dropping Lucas. I mean, even if he just did the damage, that's still great. And then the fact that now it almost seems like they can reliably count on Ricky to just get a kill outside of B. Just leave him in charge of that and put everyone else mid or A. Kusta playing very close here towards the forklift, and Immortals realize now they've got to make it work. Doesn't get the jump shot as they come through, and Steel reads that situation very well. Finesse will pick up a kill there on Steel, and that's going to buy time for the rotation. Just Lucas and FNX next, and Lucas is practically dead already. FNX out in the open fighting. Ricky shows up, gets a kill, and gets the follow-up. Triple here for the Australian player. Very well done, man. Ricky's a beast right now.
Yeah, Ricky, he is a linchpin here for CLG. He was, when he was playing with the Australian teams as well, standout player with the op, capable of the high impact kills. And once again, managing, I mean, what, that's twice, not the last round obviously, but that was twice where he was able to pick up the initial kill for CLG over in B Halls on Bolts. And then he rotates over here to A and just rains terror and destruction down on Immortals. This guy's a monster.
Are they going to keep challenging him outside of B? That's interesting. I mean, they won one of those fights, but he's had more success after that. Getting fairly aggressive in that side of the map. And you can tell that Cutler is still his backup there. If anything happens, Cutler is going to be the one throwing Molotovs and everything else. It's good. I mean, you could get Tech9 rushed down, but we can tell it's going to be an A push instead, and it's going to be damned fast. The grenades and all of the pistols coming in towards the site, but already Finesse and Ethan picking up a couple of kills. Ethan again before he finally goes down. Kusta gets one, and no trouble picking up that second kill on Steel. That's the kind of play we like to see out of Kusta, and we want to see much more of it.
Exactly. This is where you can really shine with that double op. If you have two versatile players like that, Kusta clearly wants to, he likes to hold those angles, but if he's able to hit the quick flicks as well in the close quarters, I mean, yeah, that's the strength of like Kenny, for example. That's how the G2 double op sort of works, is where you have the one opper who's able, in Shoxy, who's able to hold long lines, who prefers to play angles, and then you've got the up close and dirty opper who doesn't care about chaos. That's where he thrives. He wants those shots where he has to react quickly. And so a solid round there from Kusta. And well, CLG is showing that, okay, they have something to work with here.
Oh, this is, it's still not clear who's actually running away with this game. It seemed like Immortals had a pretty good game plan early on, but now CLG have woken up, and I think the big thing that was really a problem for CLG initially was the fact that they just didn't have money. But they played like 6 rounds, and one of them was a rifle round. That was the start of the half for them.
Right.
Because they won the pistol and lost the next 2, and then they lost that one, and then it just kept going, right? Now they finally have money, and they're actually, now Immortals are sort of in the reverse problem. This could be a 9-6 finish, which, considering the beginning, I wouldn't be so sad if I was CLG after that.
No, that would be one hell of a recovery. Because Immortals didn't look like they were going to get stopped at the beginning. But Rike gives up the angle, goes for the delayed peek, even gets, no, what? Is that a wallbang tag?
Yeah, 4 damage.
Let's go. Let's CS go.
He's not really going to do anything at that point. Cutler taking this fight, not really, I think, necessary. First of all, he's running out of bullets. You're going to get that shot with the second to last bullet. Had 1 left, but also, what happens if you get 1 deked? But ultimately, works out just fine anyway. Bolts and Steel, and now just Steel.
Finesse actually seems like a very versatile player in this setup for CLG as well. When it comes to his positioning, A site, B site, even supporting in mid, it doesn't really matter. It feels like right now his game plan is to let Rike and Kusta have the lay of the land, basically run the show when they have those ops. Where do you feel like going? Cool, okay. And then they shift up the defense based off of that. It feels like you're seeing Finesse all over the place, which is a very difficult role. It's not easy to do, to be able to be effective all across the map on the CT side while also handling the in-game leading.
Yeah, I think Finesse is one of those players, I mean, like, sort of like, I mean, an earlier MSL before he changed his sense and became a god, where, you know, it's fine as long as you don't have, as long as you're not relying on him to do any big job, you know, just take care of some of the fundamental stuff. But in a clutch, you know, he's not the player you want left necessarily. But that's fine, you know. Not everyone can be or has to be.
I was wondering when this was going to happen.
The jump up. And even at a professional level, teams are surprisingly bad at checking that corner.
We'll see the awareness here. I think a lot of this is going to come down to mid if they want to take that fight over their Immortals, because then that's the position gets negated if somebody is coming up short, because then they can spot you. There's no element of surprise. They'll see you from a mile away. So Finesse right now with 3 players, well, 2 players focused mid. Looks like Cutler is just below Vents. He's got the defense set up, and it does look like, at least for now, Immortals are going to try and rotate back and get that boost going, set up for that mid control.
They only have 2 smokes left on Immortals' side. That's just not very much. So once they throw them, you know they're going to have to go. They can't really afford to wait. 2 smokes could definitely be one for upper and CT over at the B bomb side. You've got those 2 cleared out, but they're gonna hit the engagement earlier than that. It's gonna be Cutler the first point of contact, and then on the crossfire, if anything goes on, Cutler's waiting. It's actually gonna be Ricky who spots them out first, and then Cutler's gonna go with the pop flash. This is a very bold strat. They're gonna finally see it coming, and there's the first kill for Ricky. They turn around for the grenade, though. Great play from Immortals, and Ricky, a lot of trouble here. Can't get the flick in. FNX will take him down.
Costa, you're a bit late to the party, but you do hit the bomb carrier. 7 seconds left. There's just enough time to get that bomb plant. It's not going to be a fancy one. It will not be planted for Bolts, for example, than Checkered, but they will get it nonetheless. Man advantage now for the retake here on CLG, but FNX brings it back to a 2-on-2, and this is all on FNX to clutch it now.
Good job on Ethan, but the double FNX gets one, turns around with the AK, but he can't get Costa. Double instead for the American player, and CLG winning another round. It's a good job for Immortals to get that far into the bomb side. I'm kind of shocked that grenade setup didn't work better. But it could be one of those instances again. There's been some talk in the community about this recently, where you can hear the pin from that, especially those underhand throws.
Yeah.
So that could be it.
Yeah, you can hear that pin. I wonder if it goes off, if there's enough time to react as well, if it goes off too low in the doorway. Because we don't get to see it, obviously. We don't get to see that perspective.
Yeah. But I actually think, I mean, I spoke a bit to Device earlier about this today, and he did say, like, a lot of the times we don't see the grenades at all. Like, we're not interested in whether or not we're seeing them. We just it's all audio, you know.
Yeah.
Henny goes down, and Finesse getting wall banged and putting himself on fire. No, Summit. I hope you're watching the game, brother, because this is it's gonna be a bit of almost a shout out.
Is there 1Gs in the chat?
Absolutely. Kusta goes down. And Ethan gets a great double kill, but now it's still back into a 2-on-2. He just can't escape that. Oh, he sees the gun barrel. Cutler. Is it enough? Can he get the kill? Easy enough on Steel. And now Bolts is left. 1 versus 2. What a ridiculous round. I'm losing my mind, Samler. What is happening? Bolts is going to be sneaking in. He sees the grenade, so he knows that someone's down there, but now things just got a lot worse.
He knows where the op is playing from. He knows that Cutler is somewhere on the site, but this is a nightmarish situation for Bolts. He does have quite a bit of time to work with, though, so there is that. No real pressure on his shoulders. And there we go. More than enough time to work. Ricky misses the key shot. And Bolts, the BDP, gonna cost him in the end. Ricky there with the punish. But Bolts, what was that? Peeking right back out on the short, and he caught Ricky down.
Man, it looked like he had it, didn't it? It just looked like he had it.
I believed for a moment there. That would have been soul-shattering for Ricky.
If they had lost that round to FNS igniting himself, just, I don't even know.
Well, I mean, you want to say we've seen it all.
Yeah, just when you thought. The fact that it seems like it's out of sheer panic that where are the bullets coming from? I must leave this earth.
Cremated.
Oh, God. Well, this is a very, very bold strat coming out of CLG. I mean, it's nice having the double layer here, but one flashbang could finish this whole thing. In fact, there's no flashbangs on Immortals, so it's certainly not going to be that. We'll see how this can work out. CLG, first spray comes in. Ethan getting a quick double, turn it into a triple. Eventually out of bullets, but still, that was definitely worth it. Now it's Bolts and Lucas. 2 versus 3 here, and can we get a quick bomb plant?
Yeah, quick bomb plant, and also Bolt's using a lot of time before he actually commits with the smoke. So that smoke is going to last 30 seconds before that bomb goes boom. And a man advantage once again here for CLG going into the retake on A, and they're pacing themselves. They're taking their time about it. Waiting for somebody exactly on Immortals to make the play. I like this.
Ricky moving up. He's got no fear at all. He's a maniac at the moment. Just going to be charging in and may have been a bit too much. Bolts with another 2 headshots. Molotov. Coaster goes down. Oh my god, Bolts! Unbelievable. Taking all 3 players. He very nearly did it last round, and this time he does.
There's something about that spot on Forklift. Nico showed it to us. Now Bolts, don't care. Will peek you for days with an AK and get headshots as well. One after another. It couldn't have gone better for Bolts.
Oh, the thing is, Samla, can I do? I'll do a teaser. I have one trick on that map that can on that particular position on Forklift that can work so well. So that's going to be out in the future at some point. We'll see. We'll see. We got a quick break, guys. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.